Hello friends, what's up? It's Jaime here. Welcome back to another Fangirl Fridays video. So last year I made a video about Sabrina Carpenter's album Emails I Can't Send, and in that video I also talked about a bunch of other music and artists that I love, and in that video one of the artists that I mentioned was Renée Rapp. If you don't know who Renée Rapp is, she is best known for making her Broadway debut as Regina George in Mean Girls. She also played Leighton in The Sex Lives of College Girls. Then in June of last year, Renée put out her debut single Tattoos, and she's been putting out music ever since. She released her debut EP titled Everything to Everyone in November of last year, and then in February of this year, she put out the deluxe version of Everything to Everyone. And most recently, 2 weeks ago from when I'm putting out this video, Renée has released her debut album called Snow Angel. Now clearly, as I'm making this video, I am a big fan of Renée Rapp. I have been a fan of her since her Mean Girls days, and even though I didn't get to see her in Mean Girls, I have this signed playbill that has her signature. I couldn't tell you which one is hers. I got this from the Broadway flea market that they have in New York City every year. So that was very exciting. Again, I have no idea which signature is hers, but as you can see right here, here's her, here's a little picture. So this is from when she was in Mean Girls. This is also when Sabrina Carpenter was in Mean Girls, so that was very exciting. It also has her signature on the playbill too. It's very exciting for me. As you guys know, I'm a huge Sabrina Carpenter fan, so yeah, this is one of my prized possessions. Side note, if you're ever in New York City around late September, early October, and you love Broadway and theater, I would definitely recommend checking out the Broadway flea market. It's like, you just show up essentially, and they have a bunch of really cool like memorabilia and like merchandise from all these like various Broadway shows, mostly from like the shows that are like currently on, but they also have stuff from like shows that were previously on Broadway, and it's just really cool. You can get like a bunch of really cool stuff, and it's really fun. And when you buy things from the flea market, you're supporting Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS, which is a great cause. So it's just a win-win all around. Now back to Renée. Even though, again, I did not get to see her in Mean Girls, I did get to see her at Broadway in Bryant Park. So Broadway in Bryant Park, in case you don't know, is this annual series of live performances in which actors from various Broadway shows come and perform songs from their respective shows in Bryant Park in New York City. I love that so much of this video is just me telling you guys about all the fun Broadway related events that happen in the city. But yeah, if you're ever in New York City around like July or August, I can't remember exactly the exact dates of when they have Broadway in Bryant Park, but I'm sure you can Google the dates. I would definitely go check it out. It's free, but if you want to get like good seating, you have to get there early because it's first come, first serve. You also have to like, people usually bring like towels or like chairs to kind of like sit on, because you're just like sitting on like grass, so that's also something you should be aware of. Or you can just sit on the grass if you want, if you don't care. Anyway, I saw Renée at Broadway in Bryant Park in 2019. She performed Someone Gets Hurt, and it was life-changing. Oh my god, to this day I can't believe that I was like still like I got to see her live. Like, it was incredible. I know I have a recording of her performance, so if I can find it, I'll insert like a little clip here. But yeah, it was so good. From what I remember, I wasn't like super close to the stage or anything, so she's definitely gonna look a bit she's gonna be a bit far away, but it's okay. She sounds great, so like honestly I did not care that I wasn't even that close to the stage. Like, she's amazing. She's an amazing performer.
Someone gets hurt. Till someone gets hurt.
But yeah, so obviously I love Renée. I think she just has one of the most amazing voices I have ever heard, both in recording and live. Again, she's so cool and she's so talented. I'm obsessed with her. I'm so obsessed with her. I love her. I remember when I first found out that she was going to be making music, I was like so fucking excited. I literally lost my fucking mind because I remember, because I follow her on Instagram, she had like posted, I forget if it was like the announcement that she was dropping tattoos or if it was a snippet of tattoos or like whatever she did that was like her first like little bit of like promotion for tattoos. I was like, oh bitch, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was so excited. And she did not disappoint. When I tell you guys that Renée Rapp does not have a single bad song, I am being so serious. Like, I literally, all of her songs are hits. She does not have a single bad song. I love everything that she's put out. I was literally like frothing at the mouth when she announced that she was gonna be dropping an album. Like, I was just, when she first announced Tattoos and then when Everything to Everyone came out, I was just like, oh my god, when this woman, when she drops her first album, I'm gonna lose it. And I lost it because, oh my god, it's amazing. As the album has been out for a minute, at this point, I can officially say that I am so obsessed with it. I have listened to it a million times. My boyfriend, Adam, he can attest to it because I have played this album in the car just so many fucking times. So for this video, I thought that it would be fun to do a little ranking of Snow Angel to give you guys my official, well, I guess I hesitate to say official because even though I've been listening to this album for 2 weeks now, like, I could always change my mind tomorrow. Like, this isn't exactly a fixed ranking. This is my current ranking. In this moment, this is how I would rank Snow Angel. This was very, very difficult for me to do, so please do not crucify me if your favorite song is not as high as you would like it to be. I'm sorry, okay? Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the ranking. Okay, before I start off with my number 12. I just want to preface this and say that I love all of these songs, okay? There are just some songs that I love less than the others, and there are just some songs that I love more than the others, okay? Okay. let's just make that clear. Starting at number 12, we have So What Now. Okay, listen. I really love So What Now. It's just not the most particularly memorable song for me off of Snow Angel or just like Renee's general discography. Like, I think it's a good song. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's a good song. It's a bop. I love it. But it's just not, it's not like the song I get like the most excited to hear when it comes on, when I'm listening to the album. You know, like, I still enjoy it. It's just not my favorite, okay? I'm like so afraid to be doing this ranking right now. Can you tell? It's a fun song for sure. It's just not my favorite. Okay, at number 11, we have Willow. Willow was one of the songs on this album that was definitely a grower for me. I didn't really love it the first time I heard it, to be completely honest. But the more I've listened to it, the more it's definitely grown on me. Again, as you can tell, it's still pretty low on my overall ranking of Snow Angel. But I like it. I think it's a nice, calm, like, I really like that. It feels very like soothing. But yeah, I quite enjoy Willow. It definitely took me a minute to get there. But once I was like, okay, actually, like, yeah, I do quite like the song a lot. It definitely like hit me, you know? Okay, at number 10, oh god. At number 10, we have Pretty Girls. Okay, listen. I feel like such a failure of a gay that I don't have Pretty Girls higher on my ranking. It's just, again, it's just not one of my favorites. Like, I really like it. I think it's a really, really fun song. I really love the music video. The one thing I don't particularly love about the music video is it's kind of, there's a lot of like flashing lights and that makes me a little nauseous, but the song is really fun. I really loved, Renee recently just put out the acoustic version on her YouTube channel. Oh, honestly, I think I really prefer the acoustic version. I think that's what's it. I think I I think I just prefer the acoustic version over the regular like instrumental. I think that if Pretty Girls was more acoustic, if the like actual version was more acoustic, it would be higher on my ranking, but unfortunately it is not. I still love the song, okay? I still love the song and everything it represents. But again, it's just not my favorite overall. At number 9, we have 23. I really liked when Renee first put put a little snippet of 23 on her Instagram. I think this was before like she had even announced like Snow Angel was gonna be an album, and like before we knew that 23 was even gonna be on Snow Angel. I really liked it. But now that I've like heard like all the other songs on the album, like again, it's definitely a bit lower on my ranking, but I still really love it as like its own song. I definitely really relate to how like it feels like the whole song, like the whole concept is like, you know, when as you're getting older and you're still like, man, I'm still worrying about some of the same shit that I was worrying about like last year and 2 years ago, like, or just like when I was younger. That's like, when do I get to an age when I can just exist and stop worrying about the things that I'm worrying about? Like, I definitely really relate to that a lot, and I really love the song for like talking about that kind of thing. But yeah, 23 is a really great song. I'm really excited to listen to it more when I'm 23, because maybe I'll like really relate to it more. It's still a really great song, it's just not that high on my overall ranking, and that's okay. All right, at number 8 we have The Wedding Song. I really liked it. Took me a bit to like, I feel like The Wedding Song was kind of like Willow when I like first heard it. Like, I liked it, but I didn't really get it when I first heard it. I feel like the more I've listened to it, the more I really have enjoyed it a lot. I think it's a really interesting concept that it's basically like a song talking about this whole other song that Renee never even put out. And I think that's a really interesting concept. I really love the chorus. I love the "You are my one, you set my world on fire. I know there's a heaven, but we must be higher. I'm gonna love you till my heart retires." I think specifically that line, I think that's my favorite lyric in the whole song. I love it. It's so good. Forever Will Last, I think it went something like that. Like, I love the chorus. It's so beautiful and like romantic, and I really love it a lot. And then I love, again, like how that chorus is so romantic, and then I love when it goes into the bridge, because that like obviously reveals that the relationship broke down. It's the, why'd you have to mess it all up? Why'd you have to burn it all down? The words were so perfect, the world should have heard it and sang every line out loud. And then, why'd you have to mess it all up? Why'd you have to burn it all down? Should have played on the radio day after day till they say that it's all played out now. And it went like, and then going back to the chorus, like, oh, I really love that structure. I think it's so beautiful and heartbreaking, and I love it. There's just something about the like, here's this love song that I wrote for you because essentially like I thought I was gonna marry you, but then we didn't work out, and so like you'll never get to hear, actually I don't know if it's that you'll never get to hear it, you'll never get to hear it again, essentially like around somewhere along those lines. And I just think that that's, again, so beautifully gut-wrenching, and I really love like the storytelling in this song. I think it's super beautiful. All right, at number 7 we have I Wish. I love I Wish. Renee's vocals in I Wish, I think, are so good. Like, Renee has a very powerful voice, and I love her voice. But I love how in I Wish, her vocals are very, like, they feel very stripped down, but it's still very powerful. When I first heard I Wish, like, I really resonated with it a lot because it made me think about my grandma. I really love how, like, the song, it's definitely, like, about, like, when you like the concept of death like becomes like the first time it becomes like real to you in your life, like, and so that's kind of like what I associated with it, was when my grandmother passed away, is because like there had been deaths like before in like my family, like when I was younger, and like stuff that I didn't remember, but like then when I lost my grandma, that was like the first time I was like, oh yeah, like death is like inevitable. As somebody who has a lot of like anxiety over like death and dying like almost every day, I can definitely relate to like wishing that you just didn't know about death, that you didn't know that it was a thing that was going to come, that it comes to everybody, and that it wasn't something that you were like constantly thinking about. Like I very much relate to this song. It hits a little too close to home. All right, at number 6 we have Tummy Hurts. I remember when I first saw the title, when Renee first released the track list for Snow Angel, and I saw the title Tummy Hurts, I was like, oh. I was like, interesting. I was like, okay. Like, I was definitely a bit skeptical of the title, but once I actually heard the song, I was like, damn, this shit is really good. It's a really good song. Also, can I just say that the first verse, like the first 2 lyrics, they go so hard. I absolutely love them. It's the, maybe I should try religion, 'cause Jesus, you're hard to rely on. Like, oh my gosh. She knew exactly what she was doing when she was making the song with those lyrics. Oh my god. I love those lyrics. They're my favorite in the whole song. They might be some of my favorite that she has ever like had in any of her songs. Like, oh my gosh. I love those lines. Also, I'm so sorry if you can hear the sirens. There's been a lot of noises today. There's been planes and sirens. I'm so sorry if you can hear it in the background. But yeah, those lines specifically are chef's kiss. And you know, as skeptical as I was about the title, the like where it says the title in the chorus, now my tummy hurts, he's in love with her, it's very catchy. Like, I find myself like like singing it like almost every day. It's also in part due to one of my roommates at college. She's also like a big Renée Rapp fan, and she plays Tummy Hurts like literally almost every day as well. So I'm like, I always hear it like all the time, and it's very catchy. It's a very, very good song. I really enjoy it. My boyfriend, he was also like a bit skeptical of like the title, but he also quite likes the song as well. It's a good song. It's a really, really good song. I also absolutely loved the acoustic performance she did of Tummy Hurts. Again, that's on YouTube. It's so good. I mean, all the acoustics are so good, but like she did one for I Wish, I think, too, which was, again, all the acoustics were so good. But I really love the Tummy Hurts one. Like, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. All right, at number 5 we have I Hate Boston. Oh my gosh, I love this song. I love this song so much. When Renee first released the track list for Snow Angel, and I saw I Hate Boston, I was very, very excited because I love Colorado. It's one of my favorites off of Everything to Everyone, the EP. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, I'm very excited for another like Renee location song. Like, oh, I'm so excited. And she did not disappoint, okay? She definitely did not disappoint. I love this song. I love that the song is less about, like, it's not actually Boston that she hates. It's more of just, like, the city reminds her of an ex-partner who was not good to her. And so, like, she has that, so Renee has that association between, like, the partner and Boston, and like the song is honestly about like, damn, like I can't believe this one person made me hate a city so much. Like, that's kind of fucked up. And I just love it. Oh my gosh, her vocals, I love how like I feel like it's a classic like Renee build. Like, the beginning starts off like pretty slow and like soft, and then like once we get towards the end, it's just like we really build into the how could you make me hate Boston, and I just, oh, it's so good, and I love the way it sounds, and it's just sonically it just tickles my brain the right way. Okay, at number 4 we have Snow Angel, aka the title track of the album. When Renee first dropped this song as like the first single of the album, oh my god, I lost my mind. Oh my god, this song is so good. I love everything about this song. It's honestly, oh my god, it's so good. It's one of my favorite songs she's ever made. Like, I love it. It is a great song. Again, kind of like with I Hate Boston, like Snow Angel very much starts off like very soft and almost gentle, like sonically, and then it builds and it just gets louder until we really like culminate towards like the very angry, ranty bridge that I love. Oh my god, the bridge is my favorite part. I love the bridge. I'd have to read it to you guys because I love it so much. It's the I tried so hard, I came so far, I met a boy, he broke my heart, I blame him 'cause it's easier, but I still look for him and her. The seasons change, addiction strange. I loved back then what I hate today. That's my favorite line. I wish I went a different way, but if I went back, I would do the same. Honestly, I don't do it justice. You just have to hear like Renée sing it because it is just some of her best, like vocally, like the stuff that she's ever done. Like, oh my god, it's so good. All right, now we're getting into my top 3. So starting at number 3, we have Poison Poison. I have to admit, the first time I listened to Poison Poison, I was confused by like the title. I was like, is she just repeating poison like in like the song? Is she just saying poison poison? But I didn't realize it meant like you're such a like in context of the song, like you're such a shitty person that like you could poison because you're so shitty. Like I didn't get that the first time I listened to it. It took me a minute. I'm like, it took me a little bit to get that, but once I got it, I was like, oh, I love it. I think Poison Poison is just such a fun song. Like, it's so petty and, like, snarky. And I also just love how, like, at the very end, like, in the outro, it just kind of, like, devolves just being like, yeah, you were dumb. You were a dumb bitch. And I hated you. And it's, like, and it's, like, less, like, about, like, having, like, a clever, like, clever lyrics. He's like, yeah, no, like, fuck you. It's just, like, devolves into, like, a bunch of fuck yous. I think it's so funny. I really enjoy how, like, Renée kind of like said it herself, like about the song, that it's just like, even like the song is like about like a girl that she had a falling out with like in a friendship, and it's like obviously like, you know, like we don't want to like tear other women down, but like sometimes people are just assholes. And sometimes you just gotta say that. Like obviously, you know, like as feminists, as women, it's like, you know, we want to support and uplift other women, but it's like, you know, I think it's still important to be like, sometimes like, you know, if like if you disrespect me, if you like do me dirty in some way, like I'm not gonna not say anything just because like you're a woman. Like, you know, respect, it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. Like I'm not just gonna like blindly be like, oh yeah, like support all women if you did something awful to me, you know. And so I love this song because I think it's like a fun, like cheeky way to kind of like express that without being like terribly like misogynistic or like sexist or anything, and be like, oh you you dirty bitch, or like anything like that. Like I just think it's a fun song. Like it doesn't take itself too seriously, like obviously again like how I was talking about with the outro, and I just think it's fun. All right, at number 2 we have Talk Too Much. Honestly, I really debated whether or not this was like my number 1. I think I'm satisfied with being at my number 2, but god, I love this song. Oh my gosh. I love everything about the song. I love the lyrics, the production. I love the music video. Oh my god, the music video was so good. I think it's my favorite of Renée's music videos so far. If you haven't seen it, you need to go fix yourself. You need to go fix your life, and you need to go watch it right now because it's so good. I love everything about Talk Too Much. I love that the whole concept of Talk Too Much, as somebody who is just like, sometimes to myself, I'm like, just shut the fuck up. Like, just stop talking. Like, I very much am a person who, like, I get myself into trouble because I just don't know when to stop talking. Like, I'm talking and I can't stop myself, and it's just like, Jaime, just shut up. Just shut up. It's like you're just digging a bigger grave for yourself. Like, please stop. Like, you're just digging yourself into a hole. Like, oh my god, please stop talking. Like, this song really, it really, I felt very called out, but like, it was good. It was good for me. Like, again, sometimes we just need to know when to stop talking. Because like, the getting in the way of your own happiness is like, I literally, like, sometimes I really fuck myself over by not shutting the fuck up. Like, sometimes I just need to shut up. Like, literally the line in the chorus, I'm here again, talking myself out of my own happiness, like, that just encapsulates that encapsulates me so perfectly. Like, that is me in a lyric, like, easily. So I felt very called out by the song, but oh my god, I loved it. It's so good. It's so fun to sing. Like, I love everything about the song. It is just, it's so good. It's definitely I think just one of my favorite, like, Renee songs in general. And then at number 1, again, this was so hard because it's like, honestly, this can flip with Talk Too Much, like, depending on the day. But as of right now, my number 1 song off of the Snow Angel album is Gemini Moon. I love this song. I love this song so much. Everything about this song is just, I love Renee's vocals on this song. I think they're so gorgeous. And although I must admit, I am not somebody who is particularly big, like, on astrology. I really don't know anything about astrology at all. I barely know anything about, like, my own astrological signs. I couldn't tell you. People ask me my moon sign. I'm like, I don't know. My rising signs, I have no idea. No idea. I think I have it saved somewhere because my friends have, like, looked it up for me, but I don't remember what they are. Anyway, part of why I love this song so much, despite, again, not having the particular, like, astrological ties to it, I love it because it really reminds me of Best by Gracie Abrams off of Good Riddance, which is one of my favorite Gracie Abrams songs. Is one of my favorite songs off of Good Riddance. If you haven't listened to that album, by the way, you really should. It's really good. I really love that song because I love, like, I really love the songs of, like, people kind of, like, taking responsibility of, like, not necessarily always being the best to other people, because I think it's important, obviously, like, to recognize when people are not good to us, but I think it's also equally as important to, like, recognize when we have not been good to other people. But yeah, and so I just love how, like, this song is very much reminiscent of that song, while still being they're very, like, own, like, separate songs, but they just, like, they give me, like, a very similar vibe. It's kind of like, I was thinking about this the other day, this is, like, so unrelated, but I was thinking about how Olivia Rodrigo's Bad Idea, right, really reminds me of Tate McRae's song Uh-Oh, which I love that song, by the way. These are all songs that I love. You should listen to them. If you feel like you have a similar music taste to me, you should listen to these songs if you haven't already. But yeah, so anyway, going back to Gemini Moon specifically, I just think it's so beautiful. It was like when I first listened to the album, like, it was just one of those songs that just, like, took my breath away because Renee's vocals are just so gorgeous. Also, some of my favorite lyrics that I would love to shout out, the first ones are from the first verse. I exist on a pendulum, swinging high or swinging low. Really, really love that. Can relate a bit to that, to those lyrics. I also love in verse 2 the memorizing every smile line, compatibility down to the science, breaking beds just to buy some time to avoid myself. I really like that whole verse. I think it's really, I love those lyrics so much. But yeah, I just think the song is so beautiful. Oh my god, I really hope she does an acoustic version of it. Oh my gosh, I'll cry if she does it. I'll like actually cry because oh my god, no, I can't even think about it. That would make me throw up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, I want her to do an acoustic version, but, like, oh my god, even thinking about her doing one is like, I'm like sweating. Oh my god, because again, her vocals are just so beautiful, like, in this song, and just, like, I feel like this whole album just really showcases just, like, Renée Rapp's just insane range. Like, her range is out of this world, but I I love the way her voice sounds in this song. It's so gorgeous. I love it so much. Alright, so that is my ranking of the Snow Angel album by Renée Rapp, and that's all I have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments of this video if you have listened to the Snow Angel album, if you're a fan of Renée's music, and if you have listened to the album, let me know what your favorite songs, your top 3, or just like any of your favorite songs from this album I would love to see. Once again, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I upload Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, except when I don't. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.